Hi, I'm Zoe, and welcome back to my channel, Book Hooked. So today, you may notice I'm on my floor. That is because, why not? And I'm still in front of my bookshelves and I'm sitting down, so please ignore my voice as well because I am sick. That is one of the reasons why I did not post last week, so forgive me. But the other big reason was because I started school last week and I was so busy. It's Tuesday as I'm filming this, and I have to get a video out by tomorrow, and these are so quick. And I know I do tags like all the time, so if you don't like tags, I'm sorry. But today I'm doing the DNF tag. There are 9 questions and I'm going to answer them and go through them, but I'm also just going to say, if you do not know what DNF is, it means did not finish. So if you're reading a book and it's just so bad, you can't finish it, you're just like, I don't even want to continue, you DNF it, and you just quit halfway or whatever percentage you are through it. The first question is, do you DNF? I used to think it was like a sin to DNF. I was like, I can never DNF. I want to be someone that has never DNF'd a book. That didn't happen. It came to the point where I DNF'd my first book. I was just so incredibly bored. I could not do it. I was telling my dad about it. He's like, don't waste your time reading a book you hate or you can't push yourself through while you could be spending so much more time reading books you enjoy and love. Ever since then, that exact line has been in my head every time I go through a book I'm really hating. Number 2 is, if you DNF a book, does it count towards books you've read for that month? Most books I read are around 400 pages. If I DNF at halfway, that's at least 200 pages, which is like the size of a smaller book. So I usually count that. It has to be 50% or more for me. Number 3 is there a difference between DNFing and putting a book down for a bit? For me, I definitely think they're different. I've only just putting it down for a bit, one book, and there's definitely a difference. All the books I've DNF'd, I really thoroughly disliked or could not pull myself to get through it or hated or just could not stand it. And the one book that I just put down for a bit was The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I was enjoying it, but I was also in like 3 or 4 other books, and I do not like to read more than 2. 3 is okay, but it's still a bit of a stretch, but more than 3 I'm just like going insane. So I had 4 or 5 books on my currently reading at the time, and it was too much. I was just like, I just need to take a break from this one book because I have other priorities I need to get to. I definitely think I want to continue it sometime. I just haven't been in the mood for it, and I honestly keep forgetting that I have started it, but I definitely think there is. Number 4 is, what is a popular book you DNF'd? I want to say either The Fifth Wave or A Song Below Water. So The Fifth Wave has a 4-star average rating on Goodreads, but the thing is, I know like a lot of booktubers and big booktubers and older booktubers and people on Goodreads usually love this book, and I don't see how people loved it because the characters were so uninteresting and so boring, and they were flavorless and plain and dull and bland. That's the word, bland. And I just don't get why people liked it. Number 5 is, what is a book you wish you DNF'd? Aurora Rising by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. And the cover's that gorgeous, I assumed the book inside was as beautiful. Was I wrong? So much. As European people would say, this was rubbish. And I really wish I DNF'd this because nothing good came out of this book. Number 6 is, do you ever reattempt to read a DNF, or has this ever been successful for you? And I've only done it once. A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow. I DNF'd it in January of this year, I believe, and I reread it for the Desi Readathon, which was created by Annie from Shelf by Alicia. Her channel is in the description. Go check her out. She's amazing. And one of the prompts said to try a book you DNF'd or a book a friend DNF'd, and I was like, you know what, I really want to give A Cuban Girl's Guide to Murder. Why does this keep happening? It's not planned. I don't know where it comes from. It's weird. A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow, and I really wanted to try it again, and I read it and I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't awful. It was pretty average. It was cute. So I think it was successful enough. Number 7 is, what do you do with books you DNF? Most of them I usually keep for videos because I like to hold the books I talk about. When I desperately need an unhaul, I usually unhaul them. Number 8 is, do you choose more or less risky titles because of your stances on DNF? I think I did learn that I'm not going to try to read any more like contemporary fantasy mixes because it just really doesn't work out for me anytime. I think I have decided to stay away from those, which is good for me, that I know something I know I won't like. But this gets to the point where I don't know what I like. I know what genres I like, but I don't know if I'm gonna like a book or not. All the books I DNF'd, I read because I thought I would be in love with them. There's 8 books on this top shelf that I thought I would love, so much and sounded right up my alley, but then I ended up actually not really liking it at all. I'm really bad with picking books for myself. I'm so jealous of Sherilyn's instincts. Sherilyn is from SSL Reads. Please go check out her channel. She's amazing, and she's also down in my description box. But she has this instinct, like, it's amazing. It's a blessing. I don't think she realizes it, but it's majorly a blessing. She can just tell. She's like, I'm not so sure, or I've been thinking about this book a lot. I just think, I should get this, and she gets it, and she loves it. Like, literally all her Goodreads updates are like 5-star, 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 or 4 stars. And she literally loves like every book she reads. How do you do that? I have to go into a book hoping it's okay, because I never know what I'm gonna like or not. It's so hard for me to find a 5-star read. Like, I really don't have that many 5-star reads. When on my tags or videos and I'm talking about the same books constantly, it's because there's only a limited amount of books that I actually do love. 75% of the books I read, I end up hating or really disliking or finding just really pretty average and not that great. 20% of the books I read, I end up giving 4 stars and being like, this was enjoyable, I did like this, and I would definitely keep this and finish with the series. 5% of those books become 5 stars. To go back to the question, I can't choose more or less risky titles because of my stance on DNFing, because I still don't know to this day if I'm gonna like it or not. I just have to go into a book and hope. That was me ranting all my anger on my book taste. Sorry about that. But number 9 is to tag 5 booktubers. If you've been tagged already, I'm sorry, I just don't know. So I tagged Kindle the Bookworm, Aria from Chilling with Some Stories, Audrey from That Girl Audrey, Books Under the Stars, and The Roomies Digest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry for all the tags I've been doing. I will not be having a video out next Monday like I usually do, because it's something special, but it will come out a few days after. So it'll still be coming out next week, just a couple days after when it usually would. So stay tuned for my next video because it's really exciting. Like this video if you did. If you didn't, that's okay. Subscribe if you want to. If you have any video recommendations for me, let me know in the comments, or the first link you should see in my description box is a Google form which you can fill out as many times as you like. Any videos you want to see me do, comment below because I love to talk to y'all, and that is it. Bye!